Hello and welcome to episode 54 of the Critical Strike podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Dumont, and with me, as always, is Mr. Josh McNell.
Hello!
I caught a glimpse of Caroline's booty as she was going from the bathroom into my bedroom. Into my bedroom. There's something about her curves, there's something in my penis. She's got the curves just like on the Venus de Milo. Venus de Milo. Later on, I laid my hands on her. Later on, I laid my hands on her. Later on, I laid my hands on her. Later on.
So, we're back, sir.
I know, it's been three weeks? Three?
Three.
Four?
Three. Yeah, three.
Three?
Only because you failed me.
How did I fail
Last
you?
week I was like, Kyle, I'm ready to do a podcast. And you're all like, no, I don't want to do one.
Wait, isn't that the exact opposite of what happened? Wasn't that you doing that? And I was like, what the fuck, Josh?
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you're a liar.
Alright, well, to each his own, Kyle. We had a big break, though. And big breakthrough, I should say.
Oh?
We did, because, one, we're doing this live.
Yes, we are. We've co-opted the gamer corporations.
Right. Well, I mean, there's no secret that we have a lot of love for GamerCorp. We're not specifically not specifically in GamerCorp, but we do share a lot of love.
We're like America with the UN.
I don't get it.
Well, America's too good to join the UN.
Oh,
But we'll be by the UN side.
okay, yeah. I can
Not that we're too good for Gamer Corp.
Corp.
That came out wrong.
GamerCorp.
Look, I see the CORP and I instantly go to Corps.
Whatever.
It's like the Marine Corps.
So we had a big week. Something big happened with you.
Yes.
I figured we might as well go right into it.
Yeah, I like to call the gift that I received the almost ruiner of relationships.
Yeah.
Almost.
So should I start with how it happened?
Yes,
Okay.
I think that would be the best.
Okay. The other night, I think it was Thursday night? Yeah, it was Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. It was Thursday.
Your girlfriend, Nancy, as she's known as the podcast mascot.
Yeah, she is.
She sent me a text message. I was at work, and she's asking me, what should I get Kyle for his birthday? And I said, all right, what is your budget? Because I know that you two are kind of strapped for cash right now. You're saving up to hopefully get married one day. And
Yes.
so she told me it's a couple $100, which that's a lot more than I thought originally. I was thinking more like $25, to be honest with you.
She's been making a crap ton of overtime at her job recently, and since she's unionized, every minute she works over 8 hours, she gets overtime.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well,
So she could work 20 hours in 2 days, and she'll get, 4 hours of overtime.
all right. Well, it ended up coming down to, I knew that for a long time you wanted a PlayStation 3. And we talked about it a lot on the show. And so I told her, all right, well, if your budget's a couple $100, why don't we go halves on the PlayStation 3? But she wasn't sure that you actually wanted one, because I don't think she really listens to the show. I think
She does.
I don't think she really does. Nancy, if you listen to this, all right, I want you to, at the time when you hear this, I want you to text message Kyle, calling him a dirty motherfucking pig fucker. All right. So Kyle, now if you get a podcast that you're called a dirty motherfucking pig fucker, then we know that she listens to the show. Then that works for me.
I know she listens to the show because every time she does, she's like, well, why'd you say this?
All right, wait, hold on.
I have to go, well,
Hold on.
next.
Real quick. Lifelike, you had a red
Okay.
ring at this very second. Critical Strike is the killer of
Yeah.
360s. All right, I'm just saying.
Yes. Actually, I think, Josh, you are the killer of 360s.
Well, coming from the 360 fanboy such as yourself,
I'm not a 360 fan.
you are. But anyways, to finish the story, she came to me and said $120 or something like that, or a couple $100. And my test to see if you wanted a PlayStation 3 or not was to kind of fuck with you at the same point, because I love to fuck with you.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, let me call Kyle or send him a text message. And I said, Kyle, I got a great deal for you. Okay. a buddy of mine wants to sell his PlayStation 3. $100 and something. All right.
And let me take the story from here, Josh, so people can get my perspective on it, and then you can fill in the rest. That sound good?
Go ahead.
So I get this text from Josh, and he's like, "Hey, I got this PS3. It's going to be sold on the cheap. This guy owes me a few favors." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'm in." And then Josh goes, "Well, are you sure?" I'm like, "You're right. Maybe I should ask Nancy." Because
There's your first mistake.
that was my first mistake. Because the last time I made a large purchase without talking it through with her, she got upset with me.
Right.
So, I sent her a text message. She called me on her break, and we talked about it. And she's like, "Yeah, I mean, maybe you shouldn't be thinking about getting a PS3. Maybe you should just be saving up your money like you planned." And I'm like, "But it's only $100 or something like that." And she's like, "But still, I mean, every little bit you put away, gets us a little closer." I'm like, "You know what? You're right. I'm not. I probably shouldn't get this PS3." So I don't really answer Josh. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. In the back of my mind, I'm like, I could probably swing it in a few weeks, maybe. But a few hours later, I'm like, you know what? I don't really need to buy this PS3. I'll just let it go. I'd still like it. I'd still want it, but I'm not going to buy it at this second later on. Like, I'll buy it later on. And then I was harassing Nancy because she said she was buying me my not my Christmas gift, my birthday gift. And I'm like, "So what'd you get me?" And then we did our little sort of 20 questions game, and I pegged the PS3 sort of right off the bat.
Right.
And she said no, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Flash forward a few hours after that, and the big reveal happened, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
What?
you were basically like, I had you guys calling me up on Skype because Nancy and I were going to reveal it, and your way of dealing with us telling you what we got you for your birthday was blowing us off.
I was reading a very good book.
No.
It was very
No,
good.
let me reenact it right now, okay?
All right.
Hey, Kyle, guess what we got you for your birthday? Nancy and I, your sweet girlfriend, the two people who love you in this world, the only two people who love you in this world, we got you a PlayStation 3. And here I would insert cricket sounds because you're a fucking asshole. That's pretty much how it went down.
Yeah, that is exactly how it went out. And
So-
I'm going to have to apologize to you. I really feel like a dick.
Dude, Nancy...
Honestly, I do.
I would feel more for Nancy than you would for me. And like Life Likes to said, I was in doubt then, so when I got off of Skype with you guys, I rubbed one out.
But the shitstorm of an argument that followed my nothing response was epic in its proportion.
Not for me, though. I just want to specify that it wasn't from me.
Yeah, it was between Nancy and I, and it was a pretty awful argument.
Yeah.
And it went on for probably 12 hours.
Yeah, at this point, like, I wasn't even talking to you. Like, I wasn't mad. It's just I wasn't really talking to you.
Yeah.
Dick.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay? It was an awesome gift. Thank you very much. I'm an asshole.
Well, I mean, it was sweet. I ended up shipping it out on Friday via Amazon Prime. And Nancy was doubting me that I would get it there on Saturday. And it ended up working out pretty well because I woke up this morning and I checked the tracking information. And lo and behold, by the time I woke up, it was there. And shortly thereafter, I ended up getting a MMS message from you holding it up. Which, by the way, you have pretty gay hair. I just wanted to mention that.
Look, it's a classic 50s haircut. It is not gay. It is very manly. Fuck you, Mountain Man.
Hey, all the people at PAX can attest of how amazing my hair is, alright? I just wanted to say, everybody at PAX loves my hair.
They probably just said that so he wouldn't snap their spine, babyface.
Oh, that's another thing, too. Dude, you have no idea how many times I got carded. Even though this is, like, totally a different tangent.
Aren't you 50?
I got carded for every little fucking thing when I was in Boston. Seriously. Oh, you want to go out the door? Can I see your card? Because, Boston's a scary place.
Aren't you almost like 7 feet
I'm
tall?
20. Oh, well, I'm 28 years old and I'm 6'6", all right?
You're halfway to 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Rounding up, you're 7 feet tall.
Oh, okay. So, let's go back to your little story here.
Okay, back to my story.
Of you being a complete douche, by the way.
Of me being a dick.
Chronicles of Kyle being a dick here at Critical Strike.
Volume, I think by now we're well past the 20th volume. I'm an asshole. Anyway.
No comment.
Yeah. But, we cooled things were fixed and everything was, what the hell's that word?
Solved.
Begins with an R. I don't know.
Regurgitated.
No.
Refrigerator.
Gah!
None.
It's not retribution.
Requiem.
Reconciled. That's
there you
it.
go.
Oh, God. But, everything was fine. And then I got my gift, and it was totally awesome. And I've pretty much spent the most of my day today playing around with it.
Redonkulous.
Indeed.
Proceed, Kyle. It's all right.
So, thank you very much, Josh, Nancy, for this awesome birthday gift.
120 gigabyte PlayStation 3, all right, folks? Seriously, this gift made me want to buy a Slim because those things are fucking sexy.
It is pretty sexy. I'm stroking it right now. Sensuously.
I have a
Fingers slightly brush the embossed top.
I have a 60 gigabyte fatty, all right? PS2.
I bet you got a fatty for my PS3 Slim.
You motherfucker. It is so sexy though. Like I'm looking at my inferior PlayStation 2 backwards compatible PS3 and I am honestly jealous right now.
It is it's pretty nice. What shocked me the most is that the PS3 did not come with any high def cabling.
Well, neither like I said to you though, neither does the 360. Like neither of them for whatever reason they just don't. Like it's not cost effective. Okay, well here.
These cables must cost them 30 cents.
Dude, like I told you.
They're not expensive for them because they have them in such quantities.
Like I told you, just go on Monoprice or Amazon and you can get a nice set of HDMI cables for like 10 cents.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm going to do.
Seriously, fuck Microsoft and fuck I was going to say Nintendo, but yeah, fuck Sony for not.
Well, fuck Nintendo too because they don't ship high def cables either.
Why would they when their system isn't high definition?
I don't know. For shut up, Josh.
You dumb motherfucker. All right.
Dumb motherfucker.
So, this is the point of the show. I guess for now we told the story because originally I wasn't even going to bring it up. Nancy requested that I bring it up because I guess she wanted the world to publicly know how much of an asshole you are.
Yeah, that sounds like her.
So now that that's out of the way, I'm going to ask you, sir, what have you been up to lately?
Why is it always me first?
Last time it was me.
Yeah, that's because I beat you to the punch.
No, actually, because I offered to do it because I didn't want Pete to go first.
Oh. No, I thought I made you go first by asking.
Look.
And you had no choice but to do it.
Look, just go.
All right, fine.
God.
Jesus Christ, Josh.
This is why you're not getting married.
This is why you're tearing us apart.
I want a divorce.
We could patch things through, Josh.
No, I'm marrying Lifelike now. He's my new favorite.
God. Lifelike?
Yeah.
Lifelike?
Yeah, well, he plays good games like Final Fantasy XIII. He's actually past an hour, unlike you.
I am also past an hour. I am like 5
See,
hours
sir,
in.
you didn't pick up on my, this is where you take it off and go. And take it off, I don't mean close.
Oh, I've already done it.
Okay.
The pants are off. All right, so Final Fantasy XIII. I'm Act 4, Act 5. I don't know. They're wandering around a crystal wasteland. And apparently the Shiva is not one summon, but a sister summon who then transforms into a motorcycle.
Yeah?
It's a motorcycle.
What's wrong with that?
Summon. What the hell is going on? I just feel like the people who created 13 are shitting all over the other Final Fantasies.
No, dude, not at all. Like 13, like Pete and I said on the last episode, 13 is really like the great experiment to see what they can get away with. And I think like for Final Fantasy 15 or even Versus, 13 Versus, It'll be good though because now they know what their limits are.
But why would you make your summon transform into a motorcycle? And when I saw them, I'm like, why do they have wheels for hands? I really hope they don't turn into a motorcycle. Literally, that is what I thought.
And then they're like, by our powers combined, I am Captain Planet.
We are motorcycle. And I'm like, he just got a bitchin' motorcycle and passed out. Well, what the fuck is going on?
Well, see, you're at the painful point, though, where you literally just got a summon, and you can't use it.
I can't even use it yet. It switched to fucking Vanille and the rest of B Squad.
And I can't believe that you hate Vanille still.
How could you like her?
I love Vanille. She's so adorable.
Her voice, her tone is so out of place with all the other characters. No, I am right. Why is she Australian?
You couldn't be any
was
more
corrected
wrong.
Because I thought she was British.
Look, why
is she Australian, Josh?
Iron Hammer aside, you know I don't like British accents. Okay? But I literally outright hate every other character in this game except for Lightning, Shaz, and Vanille.
Hope's a whiny bitch.
Hope doesn't... I can't say I hate him. Like, because at the point where I'm at, he gets better. He finally went into puberty. Okay?
All right.
And, it's just... Give it more time. That's all I have to say.
Well, I'm going to give it more time. But it's just... Because of the way Vanille sounds, I have been forced to play my game on mute with subtitles just so I don't have to hear a goddamn voice.
Here.
It is literally grating my... Well, not literally. It's figuratively grating my ears.
Look, again, you'll get used to it, dude. Like, Vanille is just so amazing.
No, she's not.
The ass wiggle... It's all about the ass wiggling. Seriously, that fixes everything.
She is there for fan service.
Yes!
That's bad, Josh.
No!
Bad.
Ass wiggling. Back,
no, it's bad.
Forth, back, forth.
She can't be older than like 15 or 16.
No, she's older.
No. She's probably younger than that because it's a goddamn Final Fantasy game and they're all teenagers.
So Lightning's a teenager?
Lightning's 21 years old.
Yeah.
Saz,
Danny Glover,
pronounce his name, is probably 30 and he looks like he's a 60-year-old man.
Danny Glover.
Yeah, Danny Glover. Snow's probably 18.
Yeah, see, Lifelike got it right. Vanille needs to be a blow-up doll. That's all I'm saying.
No, she doesn't. Lifelike, I'm liking you less and less. Seriously.
And once Kyle hates somebody, he doesn't go back.
No, I can hold a grudge.
He hates Billy Bill Black.
No, I don't. I like Billy.
Like, every time that we talk to Billy, he's all like, he brought this fucking loser on the call again. All he's going to do is bitch about how Mario Kart doesn't have auto drive.
What?
It's a joke
between the auto walking thing.
Podcast,
right.
Because you don't listen to any of them.
No. I remember he likes the auto run.
Okay. Well, I'll grant that a level up. I'm stealing one of Lifelike's things. Take that, gamesman. Critical Strike is better.
There are crickets on my end, Josh.
All right, so
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And again, you don't listen to the shows, but all right. So I don't know, dude. 13, like I haven't played it since our last episode. Mainly because it's not that I don't want to, like I really, really want to, but I just can't find the time right now. And I really shouldn't even be saying that because like they are so fair in that game with giving you save points.
Oh my god, I love that. There's a save point every 50 feet. I am a fan of that.
Yeah, like there's just so many and like I feel bad for not playing it just for that reason because like they almost made it a pick up and play game just for me in that regard.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 60-hour game. Sometimes you just can't sit down for 45 minutes to play the game and then, not find a save point.
Yeah, I'm totally with you there. It's just, I need to get back into it. Work has been a pain in the ass for me. And then, PAX hit in between that. Like, it was I can't say it's a bad time for Final Fantasy to come out. It was a bad time for everything else to come out.
Yeah.
Like, March and April, minus Super Street Fighter 4, should have been nothing but Final Fantasy. They need to, cancel Alan Wake. They need to cancel, God of War 3, Heavy Rain.
Doesn't Alan Wake come out next week or something like that?
It comes out soon.
I think I might rent that.
Yeah, well, fuck Alan Wake. Any more gripes on Final Fantasy?
I finally got a taste of real combat in this. What the hell is that? L, the L button.
The paradigm shift?
Yeah, paradigm shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right. The combat definitely steps up, and it's definitely a lot of reaction and thinking.
Paradigm shift though. Yeah. Like, and then you can go in and customize it even further. You can set it up so like this person is this. Like, you're not limited to what they specifically give you,
Yeah,
which is really great, and you'll need it later on. Like as further as you go in, like especially around the time you get to the Odin stuff, you definitely want to start like customizing it and getting used to it.
yeah. I mean, I've already sort of done that. I see their basic ones, and I'm like, they make sense, but I don't like how they did this one. So I changed it around just slightly.
Yeah, works out great.
Yeah, I don't really see the point of the Crystarium at this point. There's no customization.
Uh, I don't I don't think it's meant for customization. I think it's just meant to fill up.
Then why do that? It is literally a waste of time if you're just filling it up. Why not just go Snow has gained the ability like Snow plus 3 strength after a battle. I'm fine with that. That makes sense.
Uh,
Not okay. Let's waste 30 seconds filling this up. Okay, now choose your new direction. Okay, hold down A. Okay, hold down A again. Uh,
I don't know. I just don't think that's really a gripe. I think that you're being really pissy about something that's fine. I don't mind the Crystarium at all.
if it was like the board system in 12 or even
The board system.
uh
Oh, the license system.
yeah, the license system in the license system in 12 or even the sphere system in 10. 10 made sense because you can sort of branch into other people's spheres and pick up their abilities. Not so much with this. They have certain.
Yeah, but what other games, Final Fantasy games, have really allowed you to customize it? Like I'd say, okay,
7 with materia.
7. No, you really didn't get to customize it though.
The characters had set strengths, but then you could augment them with the materia.
Right, but you were still extraordinarily limited. It's not like I'd say the ones that allowed you the most is
Okay, Final
the Gambit
Fantasy.
system, or not the Gambit, the license system, and the Sphere system from 10. Yeah, the Sphere system. That's what it was.
Yeah, I just said that.
I wasn't listening to you. I was commenting to Lifelike.
Come on, Josh, multitask here. Don't be the iPhone. Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know. I have no gripes about the Crystarium system at all. I actually really enjoy it. Um, I think what they did is they took the difficult overhead in this game, like customizing your character and worrying about your equipment and all that. Even though like it has from what I'm seeing, a pretty deep weapon upgrading system.
I have not encountered any of that. Did the items you pick up go into effect with that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
But what I'm saying is like they took the difficult overhead from the Final Fantasy games and simplified it. So now you can just worry about the game itself.
Okay.
And
All
yeah.
right.
Anything else on Final Fantasy?
No, I'm done with 13.
Oh, you're done?
Okay,
You're not playing it again?
In between school, work, and Final Fantasy 13, I've been playing Bioshock 2.
Okay.
I actually sat down and played the multiplayer not too long after you mentioned the multiplayer. And it is Call of Duty 4 with plasmids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not a bad thing.
it isn't, but I'm still not used to that sort of gameplay. So I got my ass handed to me for a while.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I've heard different people talk about the BioShock multiplayer. Like who is it? Mick, and he was saying like they took something from the first game that was supposed to be a real emotional thing. The whole harvesting the little sisters, and they turned it into goddamn capture the flag.
That I didn't do that. I just did the straight up kill matches.
Deathmatch.
I didn't have the patience to deal with like teaming up with other people.
Okay. I don't know. Like I have yet to play Bioshock 2. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna play it unless
Did you like 1?
a little bit.
Then you're gonna like 2 a little bit.
Okay. So basically,
So if you were nah on 1, then don't bother playing 2.
I think what I'm gonna end up doing is waiting for like Steam to have a sale.
Oh, another sale.
Yeah. Like if I can get it for like $15, I'll do
Oh
it.
yeah, go for it then.
Yeah. I
It might be worth it to rent it,
eh,
via GameFly.
yeah. I don't know.
Oh, you don't play first-person shooters on the console. That's right.
I do, but I typically like to play them on the PC. Remember, I'm kind of a
You're pure blood.
I wouldn't say I'm pure blood because like I'm gonna mention later on, I've been playing Battlefield Bad Company 2 on
Ooh.
the PS3. Also I have it on the PC. Look, I got a bunch of codes for cheaper stuff from PAX and I used them, all right?
Uh-huh.
But we'll talk about that later on.
Yeah. But it's really cool because the multiplayer starts off, at least in the killing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts off at the stroke of midnight, at the night that Rapture begins its descent.
Okay.
Ah, god damn it, I muted myself.
Yeah.
But anyway,
That's the
so
first fuck up
you,
on the live show.
Huh?
That's the first fuck up on the live show.
Shut up.
Good job.
That always happens to me.
Yep.
I know, because I'm retarded. But, I mean, you get to see the fall of Rapture, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice touch. They integrated the multiplayer so that it makes sense, which is difficult to do. Halo, especially because there's really only one Spartan left, and then in the first one there's about 50 Spartans. But it makes sense. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's hard because I'm a pansy at real first-person shooters. But yeah, that's actually pretty fun. You know what? If you do pick it up, at least rent it. You'll enjoy the multiplayer.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna GameFly it. I think I'm definitely gonna end up having to
Yeah.
GameFly it. Like on 360 now, obviously too, because that's where you have it.
Oh, I'm sending that back soon. So
Oh, really?
I'm probably gonna give it another 2 weeks, and if I don't finish it, I'm trading it in for something new.
Really? You were so adamant on finishing the first one.
I was, because that at the time I didn't really have much to do, because I think I was unemployed at that point.
Oh, that's true.
So
Yeah.
it gave me a purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I played a few demos, other than the Bioshock 2s and the Final Fantasy XIII. So let me bring up my list.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alien Breed Revolution Episode 1.
I have never heard of it ever.
I just sort of downloaded it on a whim. It's aliens.
Aliens
Alright.
is like the movie?
Well, it's sort of, you're a Marine and you're ripping apart aliens.
Is it 3D or like a 2D?
It's sort of like a semi top-down shooter. It
Oh.
looks nice. The gameplay's kind of lame.
Shit, what is that piece? There's a PC mod that almost sounds exactly like that. I can't remember the name of it. I know what you're talking about now. Okay.
It's sort of fun. I wouldn't recommend downloading it. I got sick of it after like an hour.
Fair enough.
Also, sort of something new. I played a game on the Mac that wasn't a Blizzard game. Let's just let that sink in.
Played a game on the Mac that isn't a Blizzard game.
Yeah.
Half-Life 2?
No. Did they even have that for the Mac?
Yeah, Steam is out on the Mac now.
Just because Steam's on the Mac doesn't mean that games are compatible with the Mac.
Yeah, Half-Life, well, there as far as I know, like Portal is coming out on Mac, Team Fortress 2 is already out.
Yeah, but the games that are on Steam aren't going to be compatible with Mac. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Okay, well, I think like from this point on, that's what they're working to.
Okay, but it's just a game, I don't know, that I really didn't expect. I got it in a software bundle that I bought off Mac Heist a few months ago,
Is it Tiger Woods
and
Golf?
it is not Tiger Woods
'Cause
Golf.
that's not the only Mac game that I know, or a game that's on the Mac.
Is Photoshop considered a game?
No, but being pretentious is, I guess.
That's a lifestyle, Josh.
Oh, you're pretty good at it.
Asshole.
Hey,
But anyway,
so how about
the
that
game I was
PlayStation
playing,
3, Kyle?
Tales of Monkey Island, Episode 1. It is like the original, except it's well animated. Sort of.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played the original, to be honest with you.
It's a point-and-click adventure game.
Oh, yep, yeah. Okay, so Tim Schafer game?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fun. It's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember a fucking thing about it.
Well, I don't think it's a remake. I think it's something new entirely.
Oh, okay. So you played a Tales game, but not the right kind of Tales game.
No. I did play the right
No,
Tales game.
Kyle, you didn't play the right Tales game.
God,
You're supposed to
Josh.
be playing Tales of Symphonia.
No, I'm not. Fuck that game.
Hey,
That game, the Tales of RPG games are dead to
hey,
me.
Lifelike,
Dead.
do you want to know what Kyle's favorite game is?
Oh, God.
Tales of Symphonia.
No.
Don't you love that game?
No, I don't. Josh, you're lying again.
Not you.
I don't like it when you lie.
I'm asking him.
Oh.
Lifelike loves
Sorry.
Tales of Symphonia, though. Just like you, Kyle. You guys should get together and make a podcast about it.
How did you how did you like Tales of Symphonia? You better type out that response quick. Come on. I need to know.
Yeah.
That's a very lovely Catterday picture, Josh.
Thank you very much. The joys of having a live show.
It wasn't great. It took too long. It was obvious. Combat was sort of fun, except if you played it multiplayer, it only focused on the first player, not the other people. Oh yeah, great voice acting. I wanted to drill out my goddamn brain like in Pi when Colette spoke.
All right.
Yeah, it's the guy who did Robin.
Enough of Tales of Symphonia. We've talked about it enough in the past, and it's well established at this point that it is Kyle's favorite game in history. He likes it more than Steel Battalion, and so yeah. Anything else, Kyle?
I played Netflix on the PS3.
Actually, you know what? Why don't we went on this whole spiel of the PS3? Why don't you give your initial impressions?
It's nice. I just wish the wireless in the hotel I'm in wasn't ass so I could actually play and download stuff.
Yeah, but like you mentioned to me, oh, this has the same interface as the PSP.
Yeah, I knew that the XMB, I didn't know they were exactly the same.
Well, there's differences, but yeah, I mean,
They're very, very slight.
it's a good interface though. It's one of my favorite interfaces of all the devices I've used. Like I really love how simplistic the XMB is.
Yeah, I mean, it does what it needs to do, and it does it well. It's easy to understand, and you could flip through stuff pretty quickly.
Yep. So, anything else?
I read a good book.
Oh yeah, what book did you read?
Changes by Jim Butcher.
Changes.
I'm not going to go into it, but it was a good book. I enjoyed it.
So can I call it "This is it for you," and I can go on to the music so we can take a break?
Yes.
All right, folks, we're gonna take a break. Enjoy this little music sniplet, I guess.
Sniplet?
Sniplet. Don't judge me, motherfucker.
Is that like the technical term for nip slip? Or just a little one?
Yeah, it's like
Sniplet?
it's just a little. Yeah, okay, whatever. Taking a musical break. I don't need this shit. Look, I'm somebody, okay? I do a podcast about video games, poop, and dick jokes. Kyle, you actually just revealed something to me that's very interesting.
What's that?
That you're gonna fight lifelike.
Yeah, I'm gonna lifelike you and we're gonna throw down.
I don't like this. This is some rage. But I just put up a new picture for you that's gonna help you because now you has minions.
I do has minions, and it is a circle of menacing-looking penguins.
That's right. All right. I guess now it's
Lifelike you and I are gonna fight because I don't appreciate your views on Tales of Symphonia.
Oh shit, man.
That's a clear line in the sand.
Kyle is dropping the hammer, the iron hammer on lifelike.
You're dropping names like crazy.
He's in the fucking chat.
Like those bombs that they dropped in Japan.
I don't like where you're coming from with this.
Anyway, Josh, what have you been up to?
All right, well, yeah, I've been really busy. Work has been really fucking crazy lately. Like, they're starting to demand like 15 extra hours from everybody.
Jesus Christ, most people are laying people off.
Yeah, we just hired like 300 fucking people, dude. It's getting pretty crazy.
I didn't realize the shooting shit with lasers business was up.
That's not all I do. Actually.
But that's the best part.
Yeah, but yeah. So I've been super busy, and then on top of that, we had the Penny Arcade Expo, and I went to that, and that was cool. I don't really want to go too deep into it, I guess.
Yeah, I think everyone's been gasming over it. So
yeah, I've heard it on like 20 other podcasts. So yes, I was at PAX. If you didn't see me, you're probably better off. Then after that, I actually, when I got back from PAX, I picked up Pokemon HeartGold.
Ooh, fuck! I need to find my DS charger. You know what? I just need to get a new one. I need to play me up some Pokemons.
Seriously, dude. Like, it's been since like October.
Yeah, it has. It's been 6 months.
Yeah, because you left Philadelphia in October. So,
yeah,
that's pretty full of fail on your part. But, I picked up Pokemon HeartGold, and, yeah, it's Pokemon. I honestly haven't had too much time to, like, play the game itself, but the cool thing about this is it comes with the now famed Pokewalker, which is basically a pedometer, or pedobear, as I like to
Oh, that's how you say it? I thought it was a pedometer.
It's whatever.
And I thought it did something else entirely.
Like, every time I say pedo, I feel like saying something else, so I'm not going to say it again. But the Pokewalker is, it's really cool. Like, I'm sitting there leveling up my Pokemon that I transferred onto it just by walking at work. And, like, when I finally get back to sitting down to do whatever, then I can do battles and stuff right on it. I can find items. I can capture other Pokemon. It's pretty cool, and I can't really find anything to complain about it. Like, you know me, I love to find something to bitch about.
Oh, I know, Josh.
But I can't with this.
Well, Pokemon Gold and Silver, and then they have something that makes you walk around.
Yeah, so, like...
I'd actually probably go for that since I do a lot of running when I'm at work.
That's what I'm saying. Me too, and that's why I have it. Like, I'll have, like, 10,000 steps in like, one day, which is, like, a lot of chances to do battles and to find items, because you actually have to do these things. Like, you have to actually walk to be able to battle on the Pokewalker. You can't, like, just transfer Pokemon on it and battle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you actually have to have, like, steps in place so you can battle and capture Pokemon on it.
Huh.
It's really cool. And then, like, when you're done with that Pokemon, or you want to bring all the items and things that you captured back to your game, all you do is load up the game again, hold up the Pokewalker to the DS, and it transfers it right over for you. And then, like, if you did X amount of steps, it unlocks more areas that you can use on your Pokewalker.
Oh, clever.
Yeah, it's really cool, dude. And $40 just for, Pokemon, which for a lot of people is addicting as is. Like, I've never really been a huge Pokemon fan. Like, my first one was Diamond and Pearl.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Diamond and Pearl, I should say, Diamond was my first Pokemon. Is there something wrong with that, Kyle?
I am shocked.
By the way, you can't post URLs.
What? Really?
Yeah, look, it says URL removed.
It doesn't say it online.
Yeah, it does for everybody else, though.
Ah, god damn it.
You dumb motherfucker.
I wanted to show them Predo Bear.
Predo Bear?
Predo Bear. Google it.
Okay. But yeah, dude, like, I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I can't believe you've never played a Pokemon game before. That was the one for the DS, right? Like the real one for the DS, and that not one that was just
Yeah,
remarketed.
that was the very first one on the DS.
Josh, I can't believe you. I've been playing Pokemon since Red and Blue, and I played it on the old school green tinted Game Boy.
Well, remember, I have watched the cartoon when I was in, like, high school, but I never played the game. So, yeah, whatever. As my second Pokemon, though, it's pretty cool, and I'm enjoying it so far. I hope I have more time to spend with the actual game than I than I have with the Pokewalker, but I can't complain about it.
Well, the Pokewalker is an extension of the game, so you're still sort of playing the game.
Well, I'm helping myself because I'm leveling Pokemon just by walking. Is basically all I'm doing, and yeah, so that's gonna give me like a heads up later on. Like people are evolving their Pokemon just by walking.
Oh my god.
You need a
That sounds so
Pokewalker.
awesome.
You need a goddamn Pokewalker. Simon needs a
I need to
Pokewalker.
go. I do need a Pokewalker.
But yeah, I guess that's it on Pokemon. I really don't want to spend too much time talking about.
It is Pokemon with a pedometer.
Yeah, it's Pokemon with a pedometer. And by the way, there were thousands of those at PAX. Seriously, I'm just saying. It might have been like because it's a major nerd collective, but yeah. So yeah, that's it with Pokemon, and after that, yeah, I picked up Battlefield Bad Company 2 on the PlayStation 3 and the PC.
Okay. What is that?
It's Battlefield Bad Company 2, which is on the PC, the PS3, and the 360.
But what is it? I don't.
It is a video game made by EA.
Oh, God, Josh. Okay. What makes it special? What's its thing?
Well, see, what you do is you take the disc and you put it into
Oh
your
my
console,
God, Josh.
and then when it comes up, you press the button and it loads the game.
That sounds like an awesome game.
Okay, Battlefield Bad Company 2. It's a first-person shooter, and I can't believe you even have to
got that.
ask what it does, because the Battlefield series has been around for goddamn years, dude.
The first serious first-person shooter I played. Well, actually, no, I played Doom, Wolfenstein, and all that.
Dude, Battlefield.
Okay, I really don't have an excuse, Josh. Is that what you want to hear? I don't have an excuse.
I want to hear that you're retarded.
I'm retarded. And not the funny way, like the serious retarded.
Like Pete.
I am retarded.
You're not like Pete, who is retarded in the funny way. But Battlefield Bad Company 2, I bought it because all the losers, Mick, Pete, Billy, and all of them have been playing it, and eventually I caved. And it didn't help, too, that, I got a free t-shirt from the developers at PAX. So it's like, oh, t-shirt, I'm going to go buy your game now. Sweet. And, no, man, it's a shooter, and it has a pretty cool, leveling up system, kind of like Call of Duty. It's a lot longer to do it from what I can see. I've literally only played, 4 hours of the game.
Okay.
But I immediately went for recon, because in a game like this, I love to snipe. I am one of those sniping motherfuckers.
You son of a bitch.
I am, dude. But what this game does, it's something cool, too. It has a thing where if you're in recon, I can hit the select button, and if I see, the enemy around me, it will mark the enemy for my team to see.
Oh.
So, I'm actually doing recon.
So what, you paint the target?
Well, I identify the target. I wouldn't say I paint them. They're not wearing, a fur coat, and I'm coming up with a bucket of red paint and throwing it on them. But, no, dude, it's... Okay, yeah, I'll press Q, not select. Yeah, I have it on the PC, too. Leave me alone, Iron Hammer. It's really cool, man. Sniping is a fucking blast in that game. Everything feels really accurate. The one thing that did confuse me, and I kind of made a gripe out of it, and I think I pissed everybody else off,
Oh,
was
let me hear it.
I found out that with my little piddly sniper rifle that I had at the time, I took down an entire fucking tree with one bullet. I shot down a tree with one bullet. A big motherfucking oak.
Maybe it was an ant and you just blew its brains out.
I don't know. But I didn't know that like trees were that fragile where I could actually like shoot it and destroy it.
Well, what caliber is the rifle?
I don't know. Look, that was just weird to me. And the fact that I can take down a fence with one swipe of my knife was just weird to me.
Does this game take place in the future?
No.
It's present day?
I don't know if it's present day.
Alternate reality?
No. But either way, I just found that really weird, and it was good. It was. I needed it for a good laugh because like everything about that game comes off as serious to me. But the tanks are really
You can
cool.
take down a knife with a. You can take down a house with a knife.
Yes, Kyle, I can take down a knife with a house.
Must be a pretty strong house.
I know. And it even kills witches when it lands on them. There's my Wizard of Oz quote. Thank you very much.
I thought you were doing a Left 4 Dead quote, and I got really confused.
Left 4 Dead.
I know. I was like, but you hate that game.
Yeah, you know how I hate Valve. Don't bring that up. Because, terrible. Terrible. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, almost everything is destructible in that game, dude. Like, Richie, Rich from PS Nerds at the time, and I were in a tank, and we were blowing up houses left and right. And, like, some guy would be, like, shooting at Pete, so we would just come up and blow the house up while he's in it. I wasn't literally blowing the house, but I was blowing it up. It was terrible. And, dude, like, it's just a good time. I don't think it's something that I would play when I'm by myself. I would definitely play it in like a squad. Like, because the squads in that game, you're 4 people. So it's basically like Chipoko, me, Rich, and Mick, or, Pete, if somebody else wants to sit out, and it's really fun. I would definitely, if you like shooters, I would definitely recommend it to somebody. Like,
Okay.
I had doubts that I would like this game, but I really do. Which is kind of surprising coming from me.
Maybe I will rent it on the Netflix, and maybe I can be one of those select few you play with.
You're gonna rent it on Netflix?
Fuck. It's because I'm looking at the goddamn Netflix envelope. The GameFly. God damn it.
You son of a bitch. You're terrible.
I am terrible.
Terrible. You gotta say it like lifelike.
Terrible.
Terrible. But,
Is life like Southern?
yeah, I guess. Are you Southern lifelike?
Life like what are you?
What are you? I'm Mormon. I'm not waiting for his goddamn response. But, yeah, dude. And after that, I played some God of War 3. A game that, once again, I swear I would not play. Mainly because it takes itself way too seriously. And I was wrong. That's all I can say is I was wrong. I really, really enjoyed God of War 3. This is one of the points where, like, I'm actually feeling bad about judging a game. It has me by the balls, and I want to go back and play the previous 2 God of War games. What can I say?
God of War.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Did you mash X to win, or is it square in that game?
It's Square.
Square?
But
is that all you hit was square?
no, because there's lots of combos within the game. You don't like have to do that. There's a lot of different things. Like, you can pull guys towards you and beat the shit out of them, toss them up in the air, and pull them back down and slam them on the ground. Like, there's a lot of different combos that you can do within that game. You don't have to hit square over and over. Square. In fact, that actually hinders you in a lot of cases. Because there's points in this game where you have to get the things dead in time before you end up dead yourself. Like, you can't fuck around.
Does it still do that, like the Bloodgate thing where you can't move unless you kill enough guys? I remember that they did that in the first one or the second one.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Remember, I didn't play the first two.
Oh, okay.
This is my first God of War. And I'm only playing it before the other ones because Pete told me, so whatever.
Wait, then why?
Because story in God of War doesn't really matter to me.
But that's not what you're supposed to do. You can't play the end of a trilogy without playing the first game. That's wrong.
Well, I'm just saying what Pete did. He said, go ahead and play it without playing the other two, and I did, so. If you don't like what I did, bitch at Pete.
Oh. Oh, I will.
Little fucker.
I can't believe you that would bother me at such a fundamental level.
Well, I didn't have a problem with it, dude. I really didn't. I thought that it was fine. Although there were some points where I was like, I wonder what the fuck they're talking about. I have no clue. I have no reference. I kind of feel like Kyle.
To Wikipedia to read the 2 paragraphs of story in the first 2 games.
Well, here's the thing, though. I didn't go to Wikipedia. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and play the other two now. Like, I'm not, like...
Well, it's not like they're gonna surprise you. You already know what happens.
Right, I know what happens, but... Look, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I want to go back and play the other two now. I can't describe it.
Are you gonna get that fancy disc that's both the games combined?
I already have it.
Oh, then... Oh.
In fact, I've had it since it came out.
Oh, well, aren't you Mr. Fancy Pants?
I am. But, yeah, dude, it's good. Like, I would definitely recommend playing it. And really, like, I wasn't planning on it until, the last episode that we put out. Was it? Yeah, it was the last episode because you left right after. And we did the typical Saturday night strike.
Yeah, I was entertaining people from Philadelphia.
Right. And, so I told Billy and Pete while I was talking to them, I'm going to download the demo and give it a shot. And, hope for the best. And, they gave me the warning that I gave you. Try not to judge the game too harshly but based off of the demo because the demo is kind of like really old at this point.
Uh-huh.
Like that's from E3 and the game is obviously out as a couple weeks ago. So a lot has changed. Like everything looks almost completely different. It might play pretty much the same, although they did make the controls a lot better. But you can't really judge it at all based off of that demo. In fact, I don't think they should have even released that demo. That's how different it is to me. You got it?
Yep.
Yes, I got it.
I got it, sir.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry, I was yawning.
I can't say enough good about this game, though. There are points where it did make me frustrated. And I was angry a few times. I actually even nerd raged and just turned off the machine. I beat Mega Man games, okay? No game pushes me to that limit. But it did.
So, how many gods did you kill?
How many gods did I kill?
Yeah.
I think there's like 4 or 5. Yeah, there's about 4 or 5, I believe.
Oh my god.
What?
You're tearing through the Greek pantheon.
As far as I know, you kill every god. Between all the games.
Why would you do that?
I'm not going to spoil the ending for you. Which, by the way, everybody told me... They keep asking me how I feel about the ending. Do I feel cheapened by it? And my response would be no. I actually really, really loved the ending.
Why, does Kronos kill you?
No. Dude, Chrono. Oh fuck. I can't say anything because you haven't played it.
Josh, I'm not gonna care about the story of God of War 3.
It has nothing to do with the story. All right.
Okay, tell me later.
Yeah. See. This is why I hate doing a podcast with Kyle, folks.
Why?
He doesn't play games.
What? I play games.
Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say any more than that, other than everything about this game was amazing. The scale of everything is extraordinarily impressive. I can't say enough good about it. I'm deeply impressed, and I hope Santa Monica Studios does even more with what they started with God of War. And that's basically all I have for it. I can't... Without saying more, like, spoiler-wise,
Okay.
because I know how you are with something like that.
Well, if it's a for real serious game, not where you're a guy who just kills gods.
it does have a pretty serious story to it. Like, honestly. Like, it's not the main focus of why I played the game.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah. I honestly have no clue what Lifelike is talking about. What do I think about the modern day thing? I hate modern day. Because Kyle's here.
Hate you too.
I hate you.
Hate your face.
I hate your face. But that honestly wraps it up about what I have to say. I haven't really had too much time to play games. So, Kyle, why don't you tell them how they can get in contact with us if they want?
Okay, there is a variety. Why do you always make me do this?
Because I do all the editing, I do the live stuff. It's about time that you do one thing.
Oh my
Beyond
God.
beyond the critical music that you're working on.
That was supposed to be a surprise.
It isn't now.
Well, thanks for being a jerk.
No problem.
Anyway, there's a few ways you can get in contact with us. First is our voicemail, which is 909-C-STRIKE. Josh, you know those numbers.
Yes, I do actually. 909-278-2453.
Okay. There is also our email, which is criticalstrikepodcast@gmail.com. You could follow us on Twitter.
Wait,
which I believe
whoa.
is-
Critical Strike Podcast? It's C-Strike Podcast, motherfucker.
God damn it. Ugh. What he said.
You take another week off and Kyle loses it.
I do.
C-Strike@gmail.com. You got Critical
CStrikePodcast@gmail.com.
You got Critical
And-
Strike on Twitter. You got Nacero, which is me, KR Dumont, which is dipshit here. And, yeah, I think that about wraps it up for us, sir.
Yeah,
Because, damn.
I am fail.
This is, interesting doing this live.
Why?
I don't know, I just feel weird.
It does. We didn't have to do the intro like 50 times.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
That was actually pretty nice doing it in one take.
Yeah, I just wonder how it's going to come out after editing, because there was a lot of things that are referenced here that now won't be. See, this is why I don't, we'll figure it out.
You know what? You could just, I guess, copy and paste the transcript of the chat.
And put it in the show notes. Say, all right, read this, and you might understand what we're talking about.
It'll just be like Penny Arcade. Boom, boom, psh.
All right, and that's gonna wrap it up for us. Hopefully, we'll be back in 2 weeks, and thank you for listening.
All right. You folks have a good night.
Peace.
See you in 2 weeks. Bye. Oh, God damn it, Josh.